So many people talk about the benefits of a well-diversified portfolio and investing in real estate in addition to stocks and other assets you might hold. But in a lot of cases, that's much easier said than done, as investing in real estate is typically an area with a very high barrier to entry and a lot of work involved to get started. Now, CrowdStreet is a real estate investing platform that aims to solve that issue by making it easier for individuals to get started investing in real estate. In this video, we're going to be providing an in-depth review of the platform, including the fees, requirements, and features offered that you're going to want to be aware of before you decide whether or not to use CrowdStreet. And if at any point you want to check out the platform for yourself, we've got a link in the pinned comment and description below that you can use and support the channel in the process. So without further ado, let's dive right on into it. First things first, what actually is CrowdStreet? Well, CrowdStreet launched in 2014 and is a crowdfunding platform for investing in commercial real estate. You can only invest in commercial real estate on the platform, so there are no residential apartment buildings, single-family houses, or duplexes listed on their platform. Now, within CrowdStreet, there are actually 3 different ways that you can choose to invest in real estate. These are through funds, individual deals, or tailored portfolios. With a fund, you're able to get instant diversification across a number of different properties. With an individual deal, you're buying a slice of an individual property at a time. You can buy as many as you want. And then with a tailored portfolio, you basically give your goals, your risk tolerance, etc. to CrowdStreet, and then they custom tailor a portfolio for you with a bunch of different properties held within that portfolio. Now, on their site, they state that they review over 400 different properties per month and approve less than 5% of them to be listed on the platform. So you can rest assured that if you invest on CrowdStreet, you're only viewing the best of the best deals, which is one of the core benefits that CrowdStreet does offer. Now, one thing you'll have to keep in mind is that CrowdStreet is only available to what are known as accredited investors. Now, in order to become an accredited investor, you have to meet one of the 3 following criteria. Either have a net worth of over $1 million, excluding your primary residence, have a yearly income of over $200,000 or $300,000 jointly if you are married, or pass some kind of financial services exam like the Series 7 or Series 65. Unfortunately, if you don't meet one of these criteria, you will not be able to invest on CrowdStreet at the moment and would likely be better off with a platform like Fundrise or some of the other platforms mentioned in this video. So now that we've got that out of the way, how does CrowdStreet actually work? Well, after signing up for the platform, you'll have access to the vetted deals listed on their site. Each of these opportunities is going to come from a different sponsor. So CrowdStreet isn't out there finding the deals themselves. Different developers are coming to CrowdStreet asking to be listed on the platform so they can raise funds for their deals. Now, when a sponsor does this, CrowdStreet is going to evaluate 2 different things. They're going to evaluate the sponsor and they're going to evaluate the deal itself. When evaluating the sponsor, the first thing they're going to do is run a background check. This is a very rigorous background check to make sure they know everything that they need to about the sponsor. After a successful background check, then CrowdStreet is going to screen the applicant's firm and see if there's any red marks against the firm itself. They're also going to look at the individual's track record and classify them into one of 4 different categories. These are emerging, seasoned, tenured, and enterprise. These divide sponsors by age, experience, and total portfolio value. So you can tell from the get-go how experienced the developer bringing this deal actually is. Now that the sponsor has been evaluated, then the deal itself will be evaluated to see if it's a good fit for the investors. Now, CrowdStreet is going to ask 4 main questions when evaluating a deal. Number 1, is the project within a core competency of the sponsor? Number 2, do the materials demonstrate professionalism and conform to industry standards? Number 3, are the deal assumptions supported by market data? And number 4, does the project match CrowdStreet investor preferences? Now, if the sponsor and the deal both pass those evaluations, then the deal will be listed on the site for CrowdStreet investors to browse. At that point, they still do encourage you to do your own due diligence and make sure that the deal matches your investment philosophies. Now, if you want to get started on CrowdStreet, how does that process actually work? Well, you're going to need 2 different things. The first of which, like we already mentioned, you have to be accredited, and the second of which is going to be a minimum investment, because depending on how you want to invest on CrowdStreet, there is going to be a minimum investment required. Now, if you're investing in an individual deal, the minimum is usually about $25,000. If you're investing in a fund, that minimum can be significantly higher, all the way up to $250,000. And for a managed portfolio, you're going to be looking at a $250,000 minimum as well. But keep in mind, it is actually possible to make an account completely for free and just browse their deals without having to make any investment. Within their deal marketplace, you can filter by a number of different factors, including the deal type, the sponsor, the rate of return, and a number of different options. Once you click into the deal, you'll see the applicable fees, the minimum investment, and any other applicable information that you want to keep in mind before potentially investing. Each of the deals on the site also comes with a free webinar that you can watch to get even more information on the deal itself. Now, what kind of returns would you be looking at on the CrowdStreet platform? Well, each deal is going to have a projected IRR, or internal rate of return. Of the 12 projects currently listed, that IRR ranges anywhere from 15% all the way up to 26%. Now, to date, CrowdStreet has listed over 488 different deals on their platform, 54 of which have been completely finished. The average internal rate of return has been 17.1%, leading to over $197 million in distributions to their investors since they have started. Now, it's important to keep in mind that there will be fees on every deal as well. This is how CrowdStreet makes money. In general, the fee is going to range anywhere from 0.5% all the way up to 2.5% depending on the deal. You'll be able to find that information within the deal's info in the CrowdStreet marketplace. These fees go towards administrative costs, platform costs, and the cost of the deal itself. Now, to bring things together here, CrowdStreet is a platform that allows you to invest in commercial real estate deals with a lower minimum than you would find by just going out there and buying a deal yourself. They also do a significant amount of vetting for you to make sure that the deals that you find on the platform are legit and well researched. Now, you do have to be accredited, so that is going to rule out a number of different investors, but if you meet those criteria and you're looking to get exposure to commercial real estate, it might be worthwhile for you to at least sign up for a free account and check out the different deals on the platform. If you want to do that, we've got a link in the description and pinned comment below that you can use to support the channel. And if you want a full written comprehensive review of the platform, we've got one of those on our website, investingsimple.com. The easiest way to find that is to head on over to Google, search for CrowdStreet Review, and then click on the link for investingsimple.com. We'll see you over there.